Okay, so we return to Starcom here and jump back to where I had left off because they was not being friendly or nice and they were punching me in the dick the last time I left. But since then we've increased our ability to attack and defend. Or attack and move, I should say. We would be delighted to make another exchange of knowledge with you. We've been transmitted a chemical formula. At first glance it seems relatively trivial, but running it through the reaction simulator shows that it would actually produce a powerful explosion. Interesting, although I'm not sure how practical it is, since it is both weaker and less stable than what we currently use. No thanks. Near the equator of this temperate world is a picture of tranquility, gentle mountain stream cutting through an arboreal zone. But what triggered the anomaly reading lies below the surface of a significant neutronium, probably a meteor. Fortunately, there's no way for the team to reach it without clearing a large chunk of the ecosystem. Yep, dig away. We need that neutronium. More neutronium. Source of the anomaly reading is an unusually dense meteor. Closer examination reveals small amounts of neutronium within. Neutrino bending. This otherwise normal looking high temperature star is emitting a small number of neutrinos with a high curved path. It's almost as if the star is throwing curveballs. Pretty sure we actually already did that one. I thought we did. Could be going crazy. How was that? Radio. Looks like the GoldenEye thing. This terrestrial radio telescope is over 800 meters in diameter, larger than the Galileo Valderno on Europa. Unfortunately, whoever built it has since ceased to maintain it. Someone has abandoned with a large number of its, or absconded with a large number of its titanium aluminum reflector panels, rendering it effectively blind. By the removal, it still has hundreds of panels left. Yeah, might as well take the rest of it. The huge size of the telescope means there's quite a haul. Yes, there was. I'm okay with that. We can always use titanium. Building purposes. Or even trading purposes. Come to think of it. Okay, now supposedly there's a space station down here I'm supposed to crack. And it's already glowing. Let's make it unglow. And it has fighters on top of everything. They ripped me this shit apart, holy hell balls. We're gonna be jumping back and forth trying to fight this damn thing. You rude son of a bitch. We got 135. Do some armor construction. Okay, what can I do here? And play around. I'll be back in a few moments once I figure out efficiencies. Alright, that's about as good as we're going to get. So let's try it out. Okay, well, took on that little thing pretty efficiently, I should say. See if we can get in close. Bash this base up. Something fierce real quick. And then get the hell out of here. Good run tactics. Oh no, fighters are faster than me. Get off of me, you sons of bitches. I'm just gonna make it some 400, 200 meters. Good God. Wrecks the shit out of me. I'm gonna have to keep doing this. It's gonna be tedious. Jumping back and forth fighting the damn station. Like crack enough of it to kill it. Those fighters are annoying as shit though. I don't know what to do about them. Alright, there's 2 fighters down. Alright, that's good for now. Let's see if I actually survive the exit. Slowly getting there. Slowly eating it. Hey, do what you gotta do, right? I think the arms launch the drones, so if we can wipe them out and knock off the arms, we should be in a good position. I won't say the best position, but a good position. We could use some more crew. Found debris of a Starcom vessel. Yeah, it wasn't the Byzantium. That'll do for now. How does armor work? Armor modules take less damage from attacks and hazards. Armor protection is partly a percentage of damage reduction, partly a percentage of armor rating. As a result, it's most effective against a lot of small hits, but still provides some protection against large attacks. Armor modules protect themselves as well as adjacent modules, and this effect stacks. So what you're telling me is I just want the entire outside of my ship to be armor modules. From what I'm understanding. Alright, back to the base. Let's take another nasty pass at the sumbitch. Or pass at the nasty sumbitch is what I meant to say. Something like that. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the soft meat. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Keep them things from chasing me. I'll be back for my next attack run. I'm not gonna keep making you guys watch me travel to the friggin' base and back each time, because it's tedious for me to do. Alright, so we're headed in for our next attack run. I'm being a pain in my ass. Just die, you son of a bitch. Gotcha. This is a key component to understanding autonomous drones. We need some more examples before we can research this technology. Well, if I can have drones that annoying, sure, anytime, bring it on. Oh, now I'm fighting two of these assholes, huh? Well, thank you. minor gravimetric distortions detected from orbit are traced to a spherical object floating a few meters above the surface of the planet. No other signs of civilization are evident. Team's engineer speculates that the object may be a stasis sphere, an artificial field that slows time within an area to a near standstill, creating a perfect time capsule. Based on the scanner readings, he believes it may be possible to open with a specific code transmitted as gravity waves, but as to what the code might be, he has not a clue. Oh. Codes. I'm sure we'll figure that out later. It's clear the Chittick have been extremely busy on this otherwise lifeless rock, although the purpose of their activity is less obvious. A massive pylon rises above the uneven plains, so tall that it appears to have been partially supported by tractor beams from orbit until recently, but now it has become dangerously unstable. Chittick workers flee the structure on foot and seem more interested in saving their own butts than the survey team. Team engineer guesses the tower will collapse soon, but it might be safe to enter for now. Yeah, investigate that. The main entry chamber of the tower is already deserted. The universal translator interprets the glyphs as follows. High lab, hands down. This lab is the closest accessible area to the tower's energy focal point. Sparks arc from several pieces of equipment. It appears to have been abandoned in a hurry. Judging from instruments readouts, Team Xenotechnician believes that this entire structure is a complex observatory designed to monitor the universal background radiation for some reason. There are also some references to eyes and keys that seem to belong more in a religious tract than amid a technical data. So we did the lab, let's see. Data archives, more research, love it. Someone destroyed the terminals in the data archives before evacuating, but they were in such a rush that they left the databanks mostly intact. Generator or pylon reinforcement. Pylon reinforcement contains a multitude of pieces of equipment apparently designed to reinforce the structure's integrity, including several high concentrations of neutronium. Team gather the more portable pieces and head back. Tower's vibrations tremors. The engineer collapses very soon. Go to main generators. And the neural team doesn't learn very much, but like ours, it uses Charlight as a catalyst. The crew gathers several loose power cells and head back to the entry area. Engineer, with increasing alarm in his voice, estimates the tower will collapse any minute. Have the team retreat to the lander. Hell yeah. The team rushes back to the lander and takes off. Before they reach orbit, seismic readings suggest the tower has collapsed. Well, they survived, and that is the important part. Alright, we'll retreat out for now. I'm gonna heal up and then take them on again. Because I don't... And I guess I could just leave and come back too. I did get a bunch of stuff that I don't really feel like losing. I'll just play it smart. We'll be back, you little shits. Alright, so research, we got 260 points. We could finish up Void Whatchamajiggets. We could go with more power. Fiber modules themselves neighbors by 150. Yeah, getting that armor in here now. Got a destroyer. I like it. I would argue for maybe flipping the okay, so that's why. Try to cover as much as possible. Put 2 reactors there. Need more titanium though. Alright. Okay, why didn't you repair? What do you got? In order to increase the Atlas's size beyond the current limits, I need to make some modifications to the shipyard that I don't have resources for. I will need 120 titanium and 25 neutronium to expand the fabricator's layout range. Right. Alright, see how that plays out. Still increasing. Got 4 cannons. 2 full thrusters with a recharge rate. And we could use more crew. Get back to business. I want that engine. The engine's the way to do it. Armor stacks, nice. That's what you get, you sons of bitches. Oh, you think so, huh? Let him in behind me and we'll be fine. Or don't let him face and we'll be fine. Man, they're just starting to fold to me now. Bring it on, you sons of bitches. Gonna keep bumping up these armor stacks. Looks like it's time to head off into a new direction. Oh, the missile launcher, huh? Get missile bro out of the equation first. Can't allow him to do that. Missile loader. We've found a part of a missile launcher. By itself it's not enough to start this research, but maybe if we find additional components. Maybe. I love it. Starting to fold, bitches. I don't feel as helpless any longer. On an approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks of interest in the endless desert. Team's engineer wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand makes finding a decent landing location tricky. Eventually they locate a spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. Some distance from the lander, the team discovers a skeleton of an enormous aquatic serpent, roughly 50 meters from head to tip. Oddly, there's no other geological evidence that this planet ever had water in abundance. Where the hell did the giant serpent thing come from? Anomaly. The bright crimson color of this planet is due to large amounts of hematite dust on the surface and aerosolized in the atmosphere. Wow, wordissa. While not particularly valuable, Its uneven dispersion on the surface acts as kind of a natural gravimeter, guiding its survey team to several deposits of neutronium which otherwise were too deep to detect from orbit. Neat. Ah, my Starcom ambassador, I have just received the most wonderful news. Someone or something recently destroyed that Chittick forward base we discussed. On an unrelated matter, we have needed room in our cargo hold for some supplies. Perhaps you could take these minerals off of our hand. I sure can. Friends with the Chittick, our most difficult race. Yeah, we already saw that one. The Vandiri, we avoid contact with them outside of official diplomatic channels. They are obsessed with improving their technology to the point of resorting to aggression when they think it will help them get it. Oh, okay. What do you know about the Citadel? I'm afraid all I know is as a rogue trading outpost. We don't have any formal treaty with it. I believe the Ulok who usually trade there. The waters were warm and the pelotropes swam into our mouths when the Ulok first met. They were delicious. By what name were you known? Okay, weird squiddly creature. Are you peaceful or no? How strange the way you came to these undeep waters. We had not seen your kind, but you gave us gifts and we tried to help. If you can help us, maybe we'll give you something in return. What kind of gifts did we give you? We did not remember this part of the story. You filled in the gap. It was the story, not the words, that mattered then. Now let's give him gold. Right? We gave you a piece of a fallen star and the start of our story. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swam together? I don't know what you are talking about, my friend. But you are so weird. I mean, you're adorable, but weird. Weird squiddly creatures generally can be made adorable. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to scan this damn planet. And then go up here and scan this planet. Go down, scan that planet, and then I think we'll take a little bit of a break. We cracked the station. We're headed down to wherever the hell that is. I mean, we got a ways to go, I'm sure. I'll figure out why the hell we're even in this place, dimension, or time. Maybe all of the above. On a sandy plain of lifeless planet lies what appears to be an enormous statue of a humanoid astronaut. Carved from hard igneous rock, it's nearly 200 meters from head to toe. Analysis suggests that it was carved in this position. Stone, while hard, lacks the tensile strength to support the figure vertically. Sonar reveals that there is a small hollow chamber within the chest, sealed with a thick layer of artificial concrete. Now drill into that sucker. In a small cube-shaped room lies a human-sized version of the giant astronaut. Despite the protective sarcophagus, the suit is badly decomposed, and its contents long ago turned to dust. The probe's narrow ultraviolet scanner reveals writing on the room's walls, almost completely erased by time. Image analysis reveals the writing. Use the last of the escape pod's fuel to break out of the warp bubble before the ship section destroyed by a drill. Hopefully found a more hospitable world to touch down on. I've got about 2 weeks of food and water and a reprogrammed 100 NL unit with a full fusion battery. Given enough time, I could mine ore, build a smelter, fashion hull plates, craft an H-drive, and launch us off this rock. Just about anything, really, but it doesn't matter. I'll be dead before I could do anything that might be useful. Maybe I'll have it carve me a nice tombstone. James Brunton, Starcom Science Corps, formerly aboard the Morning Star. Okay, so that is weird, for sure. So, I guess the Morning Star got pulled in here as well. But with that, I think we're going to take a break, and we'll be back later to continue. So y'all have a good day. Until then, my friends.